YouTube, Twitch, Mixer. And here we are with Benjamin. How are you doing? Let's see if we can hear me.
Oh,
Well, sir, how are you keeping? Oh, he
yeah,
can't hear me.
hello.
How
Yeah. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. You and you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. This is welcome from Ireland, man. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. You must be a busy man right now.
Yeah.
How
You know, it's
how
just from, an interview that, I had to come back and then come and then talk to you.
Well, thank you so much for taking this interview. I think there's a little bit of a delay in the lag. We'll try to make it work. The internet, it's crazy how we're able to just talk to people from across the world on this amazing technology, but it's still a little bit unreliable from time to time, but it's an amazing thing to have. How do you feel after seeing your face everywhere around the world? How are you feeling right now? Are you tired of it? Are you sick of it, or do you still love it?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Awesome. How did you get into pole bearing? How did it all begin for you?
Yeah, it began, way back 2003
Hmm.
was I was in my senior high that I started, I started to just to, get something to keep my school fees, and, my upkeeping.
Amazing. And you've been doing it for that many years, for 17 years now.
Yeah.
Do you do you like to would you do anything else, or is this now your vision? This is something you want to keep doing, or is there some would you get into dancing more now, do you think? Or what do you think now?
Yes. I'm doing more things, I do. It's not only ball bearing that I do. I do undertaking.
Hmm.
I do decorations, engagement, wedding. You
Hmm.
know, I'm all over. So it's just, we trying to let people know that we need to celebrate the dead
Hmm.
rather than mourning the dead,
Awesome.
So, I sat down and analyzed myself to let people know that yes, we need to celebrate the dead rather than mourning the dead.
Mm. Amazing. Is that something that's common in Ghana, or is it something? Because I know in Indian culture they like to celebrate. They dance around the body as well. They celebrate the life of the person. But is that something in Ghana tradition, or is that something that your philosophy?
Oh no, yeah. It's my philosophy. And
Mm-hmm.
I invented that, and then people have to accept it because they have to accept it and then fit it in because in every service there are new things, there are new inventions that people need to adapt because it is not a tradition, but it has come to stay, and then people must adapt to it because you need to. At first, there was no poor this business in Ghana. It was only family members and well wishers, sympathizers that they will just convey the body to the cemetery. But it got to a time that some people get drunk and then they fall the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
So we came in as a limelight that no, we are those people specially made and trained for those. So we do solemnly march and then we take the body to the cemetery. So it got to around 2004 that I started to invent the dance to it because I hate to see people cry because immediately you cry I felt upset because why should you cry? Because what the person came and did on earth. You know the lifespan of the person, the disease. So why should you cry? You should always cheer the person up. You should always give the person a befitting burial. So I decided to add a dance, and then it clicked, and then people start to patronize that. And now in Ghana, 90% of Ghanaians love the dancing more than the solemn, and I'm grateful for that. So this time around, this pandemic, I'm happy that this video has gone viral and people are using it to cheer themselves up. People too are using it to scare people to stay indoors. And I want to portray this thing because this is a source of employment for the unemployed in Ghana. So the same way we can adapt that in different, we can collaborate, we can let people know that no, you need not to fear the dead. You should celebrate the dead. So if people are going to adapt, it's going to create an employment for the unemployed in different countries. So, I'm going to push the agenda forward. Yes, after this pandemic, we are going to travel all around to make people know that yes, this is this is what we do, and people must accept what we are doing because in every year people are adapting new things, people are inventing new things, even children are inventing new things. So people must appreciate and adapt to new technology.
Yeah, amazing. And you came up with that all of yourself, and you've been doing it for so many years now, specifically in Ghana. And I watched your other interviews, and you're saying, of course, your business is suffering like so many others across the world because of this quarantine. But you are ready and prepared to open the gates to the world as soon as it's ready to go. Is there any like country you want to go to first, or anywhere you want to sort of visit with your business?
Yes. People now my management, people different countries have moved already. I think Mexico, Spain, Brazil, Argentina, so many, a whole lot. And even this country, Lebanon, they will just want to see us. So they've booked down with my management team. So after this pandemic, we are just going to move there and then we are building brands because companies, are in now because of, the hats I'm wearing, the suits, the shoes and everything, There are so many companies that they are in now that they want to collaborate with us, work with us because of the brand and everything. So I think it's a good initiative and we are going to adapt that because after this pandemic, yes, we are going to move all over and people are going to see us.
Amazing. Are you going to stick with the same music that you originally tried, or are you going to adapt the music to the local countries?
Yes, one, it will determine, it will be determined by the country that we are going to go. Because assuming your country, you are going to have your own music. Yes, we are going to dance to that music. Because in Ghana here, we don't have that astronomy over here, and then we don't have the right over that song. But we are still collaborating. My management is talking to the Russian guy, the Russian artist, to come into agreement so that we can use the song.
Oh,
If
amazing.
no, then if no, then we are going to use different songs because in Ghana here we don't have that song. It's just the video went viral and then that song is not popular. So if we are going to collaborate, yes, we are going to use the song. But if he is not going to allow, then that means we are going to use different song. Because assuming your country, you have your own song that you want us to dance with. And yes, we are willing to dance with any song because we can dance. Since you're a dancer, you need to adapt any music to dance with. So we can dance with any music. But we know, hopefully, this Russian artist is willing to work hand in hand with us. And then, it will be a pleasure for us to be on the stage, with him playing the song and then we dancing with him.
Amazing. I really hope he agrees. I think it would be a good move for him to agree to work with you. It works so well. The
Yes, yes,
combination
yes, yes, yes.
is so perfect. It's unbelievable that two things can come together to make something so big. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Benjamin, can I ask you, were people finding it difficult to accept your methods initially in Ghana? And do you think you might face the same issue in other countries? For me, I love the open mindedness and the acceptance and celebration of death. I think it's a great idea, and I think a lot of people would agree with this. But there are some people that might be afraid of this idea. Have you found any of these kind of people with your business and what you are doing?
Yes. At first, yeah, they were not loving what I was doing. Some people would just come up, what are you doing? The person is dead, and then you are still dancing with the person, this and that. So it's just I'm focused. I'm focused on what I'm doing and where I'm pushing my aim at. So I just don't listen to them because they are not paying. Those people don't have the money, pay for the services. So I just don't think of them. Because if they have, they are going to do the same thing. But because they don't have, that is why they are getting jealous over that. So I
Mm,
just don't think of them. I only think of where I'm going and where I'm pushing my agenda. And
mm,
I'm happy now. I'm happy that now people have accepted because they've seen all the videos that is going viral, and then now they are accepting, and I'm getting more bookings. I'm getting more bookings,
mm,
because of this pandemic. They've kept their bodies in the fridge waiting for this pandemic to be over, and then we just do our own thing. And I know after this pandemic, yes, work is going to boom.
mm.
I even don't have guys to work with it. So I'm just, now I'm seeing people. People are coming in. People are calling for me to, work with them. And I'm happy that after this corona, yes, work is going to boom. My work is going to go far.
Yeah, you're going to need to hire a lot more people. You're going to have to train all of these people to dance. How
Yeah.
do you think you're going to change the dance a little bit, or are you fixed on the dance?
Yes,
This
yes,
is the
yes, yes.
dance.
Yes, the dance, each and every day, we are bringing up on board, we are bringing new dances. I myself personally, have new ones, and then every year we have new dance that we always train upon. You know, and
Hmm.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays we do rehearsals. We do rehearsals, and because of this corona, Tuesdays, because of this pandemic, social distance is preserved in Ghana here, so they don't come around. So after this pandemic, yes, we are going to start training, and then
Hmm.
we have a lot of dance that we are going to put out there. So I think all the new dances will come, and then we are going to put it on our YouTube channel, our social media handles, and the people are going to just see. The reason why we don't put the new dances out there is because we have competitors now in Ghana that they're trying to adapt our style.
Hmm.
They just go on YouTube and just copy the dance, and then they dance the same like what we are doing. So we
Hmm.
just keep those ones, the new ones, in our coffers. We just keep them in the drawer. So after this pandemic, yes, we are going to release them. So we have different dance. We have different dance that we are going to put out
I can't wait to see the new dances. I don't know if you've seen Instagram put a filter just for you guys, and there's like somebody you put your face on it and you break dance on the coffin.
there.
It's crazy. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, and I love the lightheartedness because it is such a heavy time. It couldn't have come at the most perfect time because people are really afraid out there. And we have somebody asking in the live chat, Ailsha Davy. She wants to know: Would you recommend? What would you recommend? How to get over the fear of death? You know, because so many people fear death. Is there anything you could sort of? Do you have a philosophy on death? I suppose because you are surrounded by it a lot.
Yes. I've buried so many. I've buried so many. And I always say, you have to leave a good legacy, behind before you end your life. And secondly, death is serious. Death is always there. You would always, you would one day would they come to your end. But you should always make sure, keep up the good thing that you done, so that people are going to, say good things about you when you are gone. But they shouldn't fear death because death is always there. It's in the form of accidents. You can get accidents and die. anything can happen. You can just sleep and then wake up. So they should always, free their mind. They should always think positively and work hard. And one day, when they are no more, some they can write, they can put it in the book of Guinness. This guy came and did good thing for us. He's a philanthropist.
Hmm.
This guy is an inventor and this and that. So I think they shouldn't think negative over somebody. They should always think positively and be happy of themselves. Always be happy. Don't be sad. Always
Mm.
think of happiness. Always happy yourself, and then you are good to go. Yes, and when that comes your way or your family, just accept it and then just move on. That is how it is.
Amazing, Benjamin. Thank you so much for sharing that. Because in our culture we don't talk about death much. It's maybe it's the same in Ghana too. Maybe it's the same in so many countries across the world where we just don't talk about death. We just ignore it. Like it doesn't exist. But death is part of
Yeah,
life. Everybody has to endure it.
yeah, it's part of life.
Ah, it's amazing what you're doing,
Yeah,
man.
one day.
One day, yeah, you got to make most of it. What's yeah,
Yes, yeah,
fantastic. What I don't
yeah.
want.
You shouldn't forget. You shouldn't forget about it. You shouldn't forget about death because death is always there. Once we bring forth human beings. One day, you surely you are surely going to end. You are going to exit. So you should always be prepared that one day you will just happy yourself. Always be happy, and then who knows, you can live up to 120 years or something,
Mhm.
and over, because always you are happy. Always when you're happy, your veins in your bodies always become fresh.
Mm,
But when you look, when you always always sad, you're always crying, your veins become weak. So always
mm,
I urge everybody to always be happy, no matter where you find yourself or your situation that you are in. Always be happy. You don't need to have money before you become happy. Always be happy, because you are going to make yourself happy. Nobody is going to happy yourself for you. So it's not about money. So
mm,
you should always think of happiness first, because some people, when they don't have money, they are sad. They are angry and stuff.
mm,
And that will lead you to that, because someone will just come and tap you, and then you'll be offended. You just fight with the person, and then if you are not fortunate enough, you can lose your life through that. So I myself, you should always be happy, and then you keep your lifespan, more and more.
yeah. Amazing, man. And you've made so many people happy, man. I'm so happy talking to you. It's just such a beautiful situation here. Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
know I know you have an interview after me, so I don't want to take any more of your time. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for this lovely occasion.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Best
You're
of luck
welcome.
with all of your ventures, Benjamin. I wish you the
Just
very
to
best. Hmm.
Okay, to let me say,
Hmm.
shout outs to your people in
In Ireland,
is
yeah.
your country.
Thank you.
People in your country, I will tell them to just stay safe. Always be happy and stay safe. And after this corona, everything will just move on well. So always, they should listen to the rules and regulations governing this corona, so that after this corona, we'll all meet, and then we'll just fight together, and then we'll all meet and then be happy. And one day, surely they are going to see me. I love them all in your country. Love you. Bye
Much love,
bye.
brother. Looking forward to meeting you physically. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
Okay. All right. All right. Bye bye.
Wow. Wow, 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 guys. So that was Benjamin Aidoo. I cannot believe I got to talk to Benjamin. What an absolute honor. I am in shock.